dead for longer than I should have been able to be revived. I was so confused about this is actually real life, it's not a dream.
Good evening. We begin tonight with a devastating incident involving a young traffic control worker who was struck by a vehicle while on duty earlier today.
My body totaled the SUV.
First responders immediately began life-saving measures before she was airlifted to a nearby hospital in critical condition.
I had suffered severe brain damage to 3 parts of my brain. My pelvis was shattered, all of my ribs were cracked, ruptured my spleen, broke my sternum, sacrum, cheek, nose, my arm in 5 places.
Authorities say the young woman and victim was working in a designated traffic control zone when a minivan traveling at approximately 80 kilometers per hour entered the area and struck her. According to officials, the impact was so severe that the victim was, at one point, clinically unresponsive and suffered several injuries to her entire body. But what authorities could not see in that moment was that this story was far from over.
There are moments in life that arrive without warning. The ones that change everything in a single instant. Moments where ordinary becomes unrecognizable, and the life you knew is interrupted in ways you could never prepare for. Jennifer's story begins on what should have been a routine day. She was working, doing her job, standing in place, holding a sign, and within seconds, everything changed. She was struck by a vehicle traveling at a high rate of speed, and the impact was devastating. Her body was broken in ways most people would not survive, at one point losing her life on the scene. And yet, that was not the end of her story. When she woke up, Jennifer was met with a reality that no one is ever prepared for. But what happens when the outcome you're given does not align with the faith you carry? What happens when your body is broken, but your spirit refuses to be? This episode is not just about survival. It's about resilience. It's about perseverance. It's about the kind of strength that cannot be measured by what the eye can see. And for Jennifer, it's also a testimony to something even greater, because her story is not just one of recovery. It's one of restoration. This is a story you have to see to believe. Despite everything her body endured, this is not just a story of what she survived. It's a story of what was rebuilt, of what was restored, of what's possible when faith, strength, and grace meet a moment that was meant to take everything. Today, we sit with Jennifer, not just as a survivor, but as a woman whose life stands as proof that healing can happen, even after everything is broken. Jennifer, thank you for trusting us with your story.
This is where the truth comes out, and your story comes alive. These are celebrities, untold stories, and they change us every time. This is celebrities, untold stories with Brittany.
I was going to be an elementary school teacher. I had put myself through school to do that for 10 years. In the last semester of my degree, one of the jobs that I was doing was being a traffic control person. I was standing one morning with my stop sign held up. I was struck by an SUV at 80 kilometers an hour. I died on scene. I had flown out of my boots and landed across from my coworker, which apparently was around 120 feet. My body totaled the SUV that hit me. I was dead for longer than I should have been able to be revived. I wasn't revived until the air helicopter paramedics came, and then they took me to the nearest hospital. I had suffered severe brain damage to 3 parts of my brain. My pelvis was shattered, all of my ribs were cracked, ruptured my spleen, broke my sternum, sacrum, cheek, nose, my arm in 5 places. I had bilateral carotid artery dissection. I think I was the first person to survive that. I had a lot of different scars that I cover up every day. It's obvious sometimes to see depending on how much makeup I put on. I had chipped teeth. I ended up getting a metal titanium plate in my arm, titanium plate in my pelvis, and 2 screws through my hips to hold me together. I ended up being in an induced coma in the hospital for 6 days. I was expected to be in a wheelchair for the rest of my life. When I came out of the coma, I was just in a very confused, dreamlike state. And I don't know how long I thought I was dreaming, but a lot had happened in that time. I had a boyfriend that I didn't remember. I had many visitors, and I am grateful that I had so much love and support. Unfortunately, I didn't have any memories from before my accident, so I didn't really understand who everybody was. I was very confused all the time. I was so confused about, this is actually real life, it's not a dream. What happened? Where am I? I couldn't move. I was in a hospital bed. I was in a hospital bed for quite a while where I had to get fed. I was taken to the washroom. I was toileted. I was clothed. Everything that had to be done for me was done usually by the nurses and then family members or some close friends that came to help. It was so weird to me not to be able to move or do anything on my own, and I did not understand what happened. The guy that ended up driving my boyfriend to the hospital, he was the guy that I ended up thinking was my boyfriend because I was so attracted to him. I just assumed he was my boyfriend. The relationship that I had with my old boyfriend ended, and I kept seeing Ray, who came to see me every single day at the hospital, which was over an hour drive. I only met him 10 days before the accident. He was there to support me, and he just was so sweet and wonderful. He still just showed me so much compassion, understanding, support, and he was just there for me through everything. I really appreciated him and just enjoyed him being around me. When we were having a conversation about before the accident, because I was trying to understand everything, he was telling me about that day that we had met. One of the things that I was doing was trying to make breakfast before going to church. I was missing one of my main ingredients. Ray let me use his truck to go to the store to get the missing ingredient while he stayed with my other friends there. I didn't remember what the ingredient was. When we were going over the story, he told me what it was, and I was wrong about what I thought it would have been. I didn't remember, and Ray knew what it was, and so when he corrected me, my brain just kind of switched into reality, and I was like, wait a minute. What? You're real? What's going on? Like, I didn't understand, and it just kind of like brought me into this new mindset of trying to understand everything. I had retrograde amnesia. So So I really didn't have any real memories of the past. Like, I didn't have the visual memory of anything, but I had my understanding of what I thought things would have been like. Even though I understand my thoughts were so limited, but I felt like I was the same person. And so I didn't really know how to navigate all this new information because I could not understand what had happened. I didn't know what had happened to the boyfriend before. I just know that ended up breaking the heart of the boy that I was going out with. He wouldn't talk to me. I was trying to ask people questions. And a lot of people didn't really know many details other than what they've experienced from their time with me. So I was just not really sure what I should be doing. I prayed. I had a close relationship with God where I believed that God had me here for a reason. When I was out of the coma, I had people asking me if I had experienced an afterlife situation where I met God or anything like that, and I don't have the memories of it, but I know that I was telling people what had happened in the moment. Like, when somebody would ask me, I would tell them, like, God was with me and he told me that he's not finished with me yet. When I had struggled with my brain injuries, one of the Bible verses, I believe it was Romans 12 verse 2, was, "Let God transform you into a new person by changing the way that you think, and then you'll know how good and pleasing and perfect his will really is." So that really helped me. And I just found I had different verses come to me at different times that just really made me feel like I understood my relationship with God and God's purpose for me. The doctors, they really let me know that they believed I was going to be in a wheelchair for the rest of my life. I couldn't believe that. I didn't want that to be true. I was going to have that as my goal. I was gonna walk. I said, well, I still have my legs. I can move my feet. I believed I should be able to walk. And people didn't really believe that I would be able to, but I had faith. I believed I would. I was in so much pain every single day. So many times I wanted to just give up or stop because of the pain, and I knew that I needed to keep moving forward if I was going to have a chance at success. Ray stuck by me through everything, all of the different challenges, and he tried to help me move forward through it all. So I'm very grateful for him. Ray is the person that I was amazed by, and I basically fell in love with. I wanted to walk down the aisle with him, and it just seemed so funny because I was told I was never gonna walk, and I said, well, that's my goal. I want to walk down the aisle with Ray someday. Doctors disagreed and said, no, well, I won't be walking down the aisle. And I said, yeah, I'm gonna walk down the aisle. And then a year after the accident, Ray ended up proposing to me, and I said yes. And so I was still working towards walking, and I had gone to so many different physiotherapists and different appointments where I was believed that I would be able to. I just have to, I had to put in a lot of work and effort to try, and it hurt. I was in so much pain every single day, but if somebody believed that I could do something, I knew that I needed to try my best and make it happen. So I went and did everything that I was told that I should do, and I did eventually get to progress from my wheelchair to a walker. And so I was so happy with my progress and I just believed I was still going to be able to walk down the aisle with Ray. And in 2011, I did. I walked down using my dad's arm instead of my walker to get up to the front to meet Ray up there. And then we did get married and walk down the aisle together in May of 2011. So this year we're celebrating our 15-year anniversary. So I am thrilled for that.
Jennifer had already overcome the impossible, but her journey was far from over. Join us when CeleBritty continues. This episode is sponsored by Trims Trucking, offering service you can trust. For more than 3 decades, Trims Trucking has built a reputation for excellence throughout the Chicagoland area. Founded by Michael Trimiel, Trims Trucking is a certified minority-owned business providing professional trucking, hauling, construction support, and snow management services. At Trims, we understand the challenges involved with trucking coordination, material management, environmental concerns, and administrative burdens. When experience matters and service counts, choose a company built on dedication, leadership, and expertise. Learn more at trimstrucking.com.
I did not have the awareness of time at all. I'd be like, okay, put this in the oven and then take something out. And I didn't know that you had to actually have to wait and leave things in. So it's like the concept of time didn't exist to me. I needed complete help to do everything.
If you're watching this and something in this story resonates with you, I want you to know something very important. Your story matters too. CeleBritty was created as a space where real people can speak their truth, share their experiences, and help others feel seen, informed, and empowered. If you have a story you believe could educate, inspire, or help someone else navigate their own journey, I would truly love to hear from you. Every story we share is handled with care, dignity, and respect because these conversations matter. If you feel called to share your experience, you can submit your story through the link in the description. Your voice could be the one that helps someone else feel less alone. And that's exactly why this platform exists.
One of my goals that I had with Ray was to be able to have children. We wanted to have children, but were told that I wouldn't be able to get pregnant with the metal in my body. So I asked the doctor, well, can I get it removed? And so he did some tests and had found that I had healed enough to get it removed. So I got the metal removed from my pelvis, the screws from my hips, and the metal from my arm. Then we wanted to try to have kids. That was honestly the most excruciating pain that I'm aware of since I came out of the accidents and everything like that. I was in a certain type of pain, but then trying to have kids was the worst pain possible. So it was just going to be a giant obstacle. I ended up having 2 miscarriages, both in the 2nd trimester, which was just so devastating. I could not let that be the end of it. I just had to keep trying or do something. I believed it was going to be worth it to try to have kids. I just had to keep trying. In 2014, I did end up having a successful birth. It was a planned C-section that didn't end up going as planned, and she arrived 5 weeks and 2 days early. She was like my dream come true. 17 months later, I ended up getting to have my second daughter, Destiny. So first I had Serenity, and then I had Destiny. Destiny was 2 weeks and 5 days early. I never would have thought that it would have been possible for me to be where I'm at right now with having two incredibly, well, they're just incredible girls. Like, the fact that I have kids, I had such hope for this, and I'm amazed that it was able to happen despite being told I was never going to have kids ever. I'm so grateful that everything has turned out to be the way it is. My daughter Serenity, she just won first all around for 5 competitions in a row. So I'm so proud of her. I think she's so impressive because, yeah, her gymnastics abilities is just incredible. So I'm really proud of her every day, all day. She's so hardworking, and she's so respectable, and she's so respectful. She's gotten the Respectful Award at the school that she's at 2 months in a row, and so I feel like she's getting the recognition for the wonderful person that she is, and I think that that's really good for her. My other daughter, Destiny, she sings. We wrote a song called Besties because we want kids to be able to have age-appropriate music that's going to be good for them. So we would like to write more positive songs. So her song Besties, you can hear on Apple Music or Spotify, and she also does acting, and so she was just in a vertical in December, where a vertical is like a short film that you can have on your phone. So she was in a shorticles vertical called Lost and Found, and I think right now, I think it has around 7.4 million views. So I think that was just wonderful. And in February from that, she got the Top Child Artist recognition award. So I'm really proud of her because I think she's doing really well with everything she's putting effort into. And so I just get to be proud of the way things are now. So many people in times in my life, I didn't know who I should trust. I doubted a lot. And my mindset, I didn't know. There were so many challenges that I had that I didn't feel like other people would understand. So many times I wanted to just give up or stop because of the pain. And I knew that I needed to keep moving forward if I was going to have a chance at success of reaching goals. So I'm so grateful I got to have both my girls and Ray, and I have wonderful family and friends. I've experienced some of the most difficult things in life. Despite all of my pain from my accident with all the restrictions and stuff, the worst thing that has happened to me was losing family members. I had lost my brother, one of my brothers, and I lost my mom. My mom was the closest person to me in my life, and that was the most difficult thing. It was my biggest fear, and I didn't think I'd be able to breathe after if I would have ever lost her. And so the fact that I did, it's I'm still amazed that I can just be as positive of a person as I am right now. When you are aware and think about such difficult things that you experience, it's like, how do you move forward from that? How? How do you move forward? What do you do? It's tough. I feel like there are silver linings in everything, and there's the time to focus and grieve on the things that are difficult, but then there's the time to focus on the positives. And I'm so grateful that I do have memories that I've built with my mom after the accident. And even though I have pictures from before the accident, my memories of her after are the only ones that I actually have, because I still don't have any memories from my childhood. But I know that I've had love. I know how my mom raised me with my dad as well, of course, but I know what my mom has done for me. I know the things that I can hold on to from her. And so having the positive things to hold on to, I think, is really important. Because I didn't have my visual memory working for so long, I wasn't able to have dreams. And I really struggled with insomnia, but now I can retain information with focus and repetition. So I can have dreams where I can actually picture people. So I do have dreams with my mom where I feel like I'm spending time with her. So I really value that, even though I know that that's just a dream, but it's something that I can still have as value and comfort for myself. So I think that it's important to find things that you can enjoy even through all the challenges and difficulties. I can't express how many challenges and difficulties I've had, because in every aspect of life there's so many restrictions. I am so grateful that I still have Ray there supporting me, because I still have my brain injuries that are impacting me in so many different ways daily that he's just aware of. I know I have a lot of weaknesses, and I'm very aware of what they are. I've gone through a lot of points of my life where I felt like I was useless and I didn't know what my purpose was going to be until I had my girls. And so now that I have them, I feel like I just have to keep moving forward, find new goals, and I feel like we're going to be able to reach our goals. So I encourage my girls to always do their best, and I'm impressed and just amazed at what they've already accomplished. So I'm a proud mom, and I get to just keep encouraging them to do all these different things, because I can just support, I can love, and I feel like in everything that we do, we can always give support and love. In my life, it's trying to be Christ-like, because I think showing love is the most important thing, and so show it to everybody equally, and I think that it's just gonna be good for everybody. We have family, or we have a house, or we have the clothes that we have food. Like, there's so many different things. We can just kind of step back and appreciate the basic things, and then it can move forward and you can appreciate more. Like, there's always something to appreciate. I'm so grateful for everybody in my life, and I feel like there are so many different things that I didn't think I was gonna be able to achieve. I never wanted to give up. I wanted to be the best that I could be. If somebody said that I wouldn't be able to do something, I would try to understand why, and if I believed that I could, then I would have to try and do everything that I could to make it happen. Right now, I'm trying to be an actress, and I say trying to be. I want to be a voice actor, so I'm putting a lot of effort into that, and I am really excited to get to be on a podcast, and I'm really excited to get to have all these different opportunities where I've gotten to be on different productions of different things. I feel like I've led a lot of people to know God from witnessing my basically death type experience to my life experience, where it's been so hard, but I'm still able to get through with a smile on my face, because I believe that God has me here for a reason, and I gotta keep moving forward and keep doing things, and He's just gonna keep guiding me. We can enjoy our life and our time despite all of our challenges and difficulties, because we can be aware of them, but we have to keep moving forward and do our best, because our best is good enough. Even if you feel like it's not, I'm sure it is in some aspect, because there's always something to appreciate. So keep doing your best and enjoy your life, because we're fortunate to be alive and life is good.
This is where the truth comes out, and your story